see a sweetness in her smile. Bright light shines from her eyes. As life is complete, contentment is mine. Just knowing that. She's alive. Sorry, Ken.
No, that's stupid. It's a good effort. Touched on one of the major themes, love. Major theme not only in poetry, but life. Mr. Hopkins, you were laughing. You're up.
The cat sat on the mat.
Congratulations, Mr. Hopkins. You're the first poem to ever have a negative score on the Pritchard scale. We're not laughing at you, we're laughing near you. I don't mind that your poem had a simple theme. Sometimes the most beautiful poetry can be about simple things, like a cat, or a flower, or rain. You see, poetry can come from anything with the stuff of revelation in it. Just don't let your poems be ordinary. Now, who's next? Mr. Anderson. So you're sitting there in agony. Come on, Todd, step up. Let's put you out of your misery.
I didn't do it. I didn't write a poem.
Mr. Anderson thinks that everything inside of him is worthless and embarrassing. Isn't that right, Todd? That's your worst fear. I think you're wrong. I think you have something inside of you that is worth a great deal. I sound my barbaric yelp. The rooftops of the world. W, Uncle Walt again. Now, for those of you who don't know, a yelp is a loud cry or yell. Now, Todd, I would like you to give us a demonstration of a barbaric yelp. Come on, you can't yelp sitting down. Let's go. Come on, up. Gotta get in yelping stance.
A yelp.
No, not just a yelp. A barbaric yelp.
Yelp.
Come on, louder.
Yelp.
Oh, that's a mouse. Come on, louder.
Yelp.
Oh, good God, go yell like that. There it is. You see, you're a barbarian in you after all. Now, you don't get away that easy. Picture Uncle Walt up there. What does he remind you of? Don't think. Answer.
A madman.
What kind of madman? Well, think about it. Just answer again.
A crazy madman.
Oh, you can do better than that. Free up your mind. Use your imagination. Say the first thing that pops into your head, even if it's total gibberish. Go on.
A sweaty-toothed madman.
Good God, boy. There's a poet in you after all. There. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close them. Now, describe what you see.
I close my eyes.
Yes?
And this image floats beside me.
Sweaty-toothed madman.
The sweaty-toothed madman with a stare that pounds my brain.
Oh, that's excellent. Now, give him action. Make him do something.
His hands reach out and choke me.
Wonderful.
And all the time he's mumbling.
What's he mumbling?
Mumbling truth.
Yeah.
Truth like a blanket that always leaves your feet cold.
Forget them. Stay with the blanket. Tell me about that blanket.
You push it, stretch it, it'll never be enough. You kick at it, beat it, it'll never cover any of us. From the moment we enter crying to the moment we leave dying, it'll just cover your face as you wail and cry and scream.
Don't you forget this.
All right, Amit. That was for what movie? Dead Poets Society. Okay, Todd had to write a poem and deliver it to the class. Give me some lights, guys. Had to deliver it to the class. Someone tell me. You saw it. It's there. It's everywhere. Hang with me. We're going to do the break in a little bit in just a few minutes. Where was self-talk paralyzing him? Where? Help me. In his dorm room. Now, what was he doing in his dorm room? What kind of thinking? We talked about it a second ago. All or nothing thinking. Had to be perfect, right? How did you know it had to be perfect? What did he do to the poem? Crumpled it up. It's got to be perfect. What do you think he was thinking? It's not good enough. Maybe they're going to laugh. That's one point. What about in the class? Now, fortunately, he had a teacher to push him out there. Say, look at your self-talk. Come up with some new stuff. Don't think about it, just do it. What was he thinking to himself? If you had to guess in that scene. We've all been there. What was he thinking? What? To get this over. Or I'm not going to go do that. If I get up there, they're going to do what? Laugh. How many of you, when I said, what's your goal? Share a goal. You had one. You wanted to share it, but you didn't because you're thinking, it's not good enough. They're going to laugh. Think about it. His self-talk was paralyzing. There's a Dickens novel about this guy who's in a cave. He's been kept prisoner for 30 years in a prison, in a cave. They feed him through the cracks in the cave. They never let him out. Never sees the sun. Let him out 30 years. Guess what he does? Goes back in because he was secure in that cave. I argue that what happens is we become secure in our negative self-talk.